Hi, I'm Leane Ellis from the BB Library, and this is a buzz shot. We're going to talk about 4 books for the high school reading list this year. If you're going into high school in 2016, you want to make sure that you have a choice of these 4 books. You have to choose one of them. The first one that I'm going to talk about is a nonfiction. Actually, both nonfiction books will inspire you, but they inspire you in different ways. This first one is William Kamkwamba's The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, and it's about a teenager from a small African village who actually ends up bringing solar power and wind power to his small village. And everybody thinks he's crazy. They think he's absolutely nuts until it works. So if you like a story that is something about courage, intelligence, perseverance, because that's what William is, all of those things, then this is a book that will inspire you. And if something like Malala inspired you, this is a good choice. Because of what she accomplished, he did something similar against great odds. So that's William Kamkwamba's The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. Now the second nonfiction choice that you have to choose from is The Boys in the Boat, and that's by Daniel James Brown. It's a riveting account of the University of Washington's 1936 rowing team's quest for gold in the Berlin Olympics. Now you know at the very beginning exactly how it's going to end. They win the gold, but you don't care. You keep turning those pages every time they talk about one of the underdog races that they win gold in, or they win to get up through to the point where they're going to go to the Olympics. It's an edge of your seat experience. You learn to care for these boys in the boat on a very personal level as you painlessly learn things about the United States and historical things about the Olympics and how to build and race boats and the rise of Nazi Germany. I have rarely enjoyed a true story more. So that's The Boys in the Boat by Daniel James Brown. Now, if fiction is more your thing and you want to choose something that is a non-true story, I would definitely go for one of these two. This is The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson. They're both sort of quests, both of these fiction books. This particular one is about a very intelligent Australian professor. And he's really, really smart. So smart that he pretty much can teach himself anything, and I mean anything. He's brilliant, but he's really awkward socially. In fact, he really doesn't do well with his love life at all. He doesn't do well with the ladies. He's a real disaster. So he decides to design an online questionnaire that is going to allow him to choose a wife. This does not go well for Don. However, it provides the reader with a very humorous journey and a very satisfying romantic ending. So that's The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson. Mr. Penumber's 24-hour bookstore is by Robin Sloan, and I like to describe it as the Da Vinci Code meets Dungeons and Dragons because it contains all the elements of an adventurous quest as our hero and his gang of friends figure out what is going on in this very strange bookstore by solving an assortment of puzzles, clues, and patterns. Now Clay is working in this bookstore 11 to 7 in the night shift, and he notices that the oddest people come in asking for the oddest books. And he tries to figure out what is going on. And he gets a friend from Google, an artist who makes miniature cities, and another friend who's an entrepreneur, and they uncover a worldwide conspiracy. Now I want to warn you that the first 50 pages sets up the world building, so it's a little slow, but after that it truly begins and the action takes off. And it becomes quite an intriguing ride. So choose one of these 4 for your reading assignment in the fall. So this is Leane Ellis for Book Buzz.